Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Merriam-Webster defines love as a species of frog found in the lower Amazon, known for its bright coloration and hideous croak.
Merriam-Webster is not a very good dictionary.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hi, y'all. My name is Meg.
Hello, you all. My name is Hal.
Hey, yous. It's me, Symphony. And we are here to talk to you about our favorite topic, your favorite topic.
Food.
Yeah, food.
Absolutely. But also
Dogs.
Sometimes about this show. Yeah. And the show that we all love, too. Welcome to Night Vale, because we are...
Dog food.
What? Dog food? Well, sometimes. That's like off-pod chat, though.
Yeah. I said it and then I regretted it immediately.
Although I do think that raw food, sometimes I'm like, what if they just want the kibbles?
Yeah.
I like to give them options, you know?
I think about that sometimes.
Well-
like, I don't want dogs to have to eat the same thing every day, but I guess they're dogs, so, like, it doesn't matter. But, like, if I had the option to have, like, a lot of my food be crunchy, like, kind of like, I don't know, I might be into it.
I think I would want a mixture, like a toppings. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I like texture to my food. So if it's just a soft mush bowl, maybe sometimes that doesn't make me feel as full. But like if there's some crunch on top to give you a little
Kibble strips.
je ne sais quoi to the dish, kibble strips. Yeah. Like sometimes they have the freeze-dried ones. Sometimes they have the kibbles. And then sometimes there's like the soft, saucy bits. Anyways, we're here to talk about the podcast. We're here to talk about the podcast because we are cast members, obviously. If you don't know that by now, get back to the beginning.
Ooh.
And we are recording today, Monday, June 30th. At Central Time, it's about 10 p.m.
Late night.
At night. Can you believe it?
Late night.
Yeah, party.
And this is episode.
This is what I spend my time doing.
It's so hot in here. It's getting hot in her. If I had to say what this room was like in her, I would say it's hot.
In your house?
Because I don't want the air conditioning on, because then everything I say will include, and nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Although it did make my lip feel good when I made that noise because it was shaking. Anyway, this is episode 186, The Many Lives of Frank Chen. The original description, Frank Chen is back. Good as new. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's a lie.
They cloned Frank Chen.
But I feel like we knew that, like, literally from the beginning, like how shifty Sheriff Sam was acting about it. But like, yeah, just trying to like send him off. But I think it's about more than that. It's about like the experience, like clones. If they're like out there, I would feel bad. You can't just like drop somebody in with like out the experience, like Melanie said, without the experience of the life.
Yeah.
And that stuff, like it'd be like erasing a hard drive and then being like, okay, be a really good computer or whatever. I don't know tech.
This is not,
but you know what I'm saying.
This is no Multiplicity where we got a bunch of different Michaels Keaton. Who also, similar to this, wind up, they each, develop their own personalities. They're an aspect of him. And then in the end, they all open a restaurant together. So there is a lot of, I guess there's a lot of like Clunes. George Clunes. That's what I call George Clooney. I call him Clunes.
George Clooney.
I was watching Clunes and Michael Clayton. I was like, somebody should clone Clunes. But there is something to clones going into the food service industry that appears to be just too enticing to pass up for a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Sheriff Sam, cops kill, cops lie. So we get clones. And then we get this opportunity to explore the many different opportunities that a person's life could have. Joseph, when writing this episode, talked about like different ways that his life could have gone based on like, sort of flip of a coin decisions that have happened. Like whether you get the job.
His sliding doors moment.
Yeah, sliding doors, like whether you get the job or not, or whether you this or that. And then like, there's just many different lives that you can have. So sort of the experiment of releasing a number of Frank Chens into the world is that there's just a number of different ways that it can go for a Frank Chen.
Yeah, some of them have just like are out here living a really strange existence in Maine, and then other ones get married to a lady or a man, which I found interesting. I'm like, see, every individual has their own thing because just because they have the same genetic makeup, some of them have husbands and some of them have wives. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, I did too.
I did feel for the Frank Chen or Neil Liu that stayed in Night Vale because he was like, well, I have to create my own like territory, like make my own marking out here in Night Vale to separate myself from who I look like, or who my forebear.
Yeah.
Your genetic number one. What would you call that? Because it's not like your dad.
It's the prime. You have clones on the prime, I think is the term.
The prime would be the genetic material?
Yeah.
Or the first?
The clone.
One. The first clone?
The first clone.
The first clone is the prime.
There's a clone, then there's clones.
But I mean... Wait, they're clones of Frank Chen, not clones of the clone.
I mean, if you could clone the clone.
Yeah, but I mean, the clone is such... Yeah. If you clone the clone, you can never, because the clone is an American original, so you can't clone the clone, even though you try to. So you would wind up with, this looks like the clone, sounds like the clone. May even have his ability to storytell both as an actor and a producer director, but went in different directions. A lot of sliding doors for a clone.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a specific sliding doors moment in your life?
You know what? Okay. I've had a couple of moments where I'm like, oh, I could have been dead right there.
That's a crushing doors moment.
Or like, no, but like seriously, or like seriously injured or something. Like I always think about like when I was a kid, I was hanging, I'm an idiot. I was an idiot. And maybe this knocked some sense into me. I was like playing around in the bathroom and a lot of home accidents happen in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And my mom kept telling me to stop hanging on the towel rack. Like, stop trying to hang on. I would, if it was horizontal. I was trying to hang on it, swing on it, because I'm an idiot.
You're a young gymnast.
A young Simone Biles. And it broke, and I fell and hit my dome. And I remember like going in and out of consciousness. I just remember like hazy visions of like laying in my bed and like the light coming in. But I'm like, if I had busted my brains out in that iron bathtub or something, you know what I mean? I could have like developmental issues or like whatever. And another one is when I fell out of that car when I was in high school. Anything could have happened from there.
Yeah.
Also, going to Bradley, because if I hadn't gone to Bradley, I wouldn't have met Cecil.
Yeah.
And that directly ties to this podcast. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm in this show because of Cecil. So.
If you didn't know, go back to the beginning.
Go back.
If you're just randomly listening
when you
to
catch
an
up.
episode of a podcast and you're like, sure, let's start with 186 of a podcast of a show that it's a recap show for a show that I don't listen to.
Yeah.
I could probably just pop in on any one of these.
Yeah. There's no through line, no story.
Yeah, probably fine.
There's no lore.
These numbers are just a suggestion.
Yeah. Can you imagine the chaos?
My sliding doors moment was in college.
Okay.
I wanted to go to college initially to go to broadcasting school because I wanted to be a radio host. And I applied to Syracuse, which has one of the best, if not the best, communication schools in the country. And got into the school, did not get into the communication school because my grades weren't good enough. And then I went to college, and because I don't drink, I immediately had almost a 4.0 GPA. Like, just crushed it. And the Newhouse School reached out to me after the first semester of freshman year and said, we'd like to offer you a transfer into Newhouse.
Oh, cool.
And I, as a either older 18 or younger 19-year-old, was like, if you didn't want me when I was in high school, you don't get me now. To hurting no one but myself, and did not go, and then graduated with a marketing degree, which is it all. Again, every choice you make leads you where you are, the good and the bad. You don't get to just skip the bad stuff and keep the good stuff. So I don't know if I would change anything, but that was definitely an inflection point and an important lesson that I didn't learn until many years later.
Yeah, you could be a broadcaster in fucking Cincinnati right now.
I could be.
You could be playing fart sounds on someone's morning commute right now.
Oh, man. But I've worked in and around radio and done stuff, and now I host a bunch of podcasts. So consider this the itch scratch.
Yeah, you're no stranger to the microphone.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. What about you, Meg?
So when I was right after I graduated college, it was 2008, which is like obviously a great time to find a job. I also was just like super lost. I made absolutely no plan for what would happen next in my life. I was just like totally just floating. And my friend was still at college at UMass, and she was directing a show. And she was like, do you want to come up and stage manage it? Like, you can live in my closet, literally her closet. She lived in she had like a sick room that had like a full on walk-in closet, like probably about the size of my office. She's like, you can live in my closet rent free and you can stage manage my show. And I was like, I guess I could do this. I could go back there and do this. That sounds cool. It's like a job. And I thought a job was unpaid, but like I can go back to my college life and then I can figure it out. And my mom was like, why don't you try like one thing here? Why don't you try to apply for like one internship? Try to get one job in theater here in New York first. And I was like, okay, Mom. And I applied as an intern for the Neo Futurists. I sent them like a letter and a resume. I emailed it to Kevin R. Free, and he emailed me back like 12 hours later and was like, you're hired.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where it all began for me. So I spent 10 years working for the Neo Futurists, and it's where I met my husband. It's where I met Cecil and Jeffrey, and through all of that, met all of you.
Amazing.
So Lydia Bashner being like, why don't you try moving forward before just going right backwards to your comfortable place? So
just do one thing.
Just try once.
But who stage managed the show?
Yeah, who was
Someone
it?
who was probably fucking still attending school out there who needed the stage manager credit. Like,
It was Jonathan Groff. Who knew?
Yeah. So sliding doors
I
are
love
many
it.
Frank Chens. I could have, you know, what would have happened if I moved back to Amherst is that I would probably still be living in that woman's closet, even though she doesn't live there anymore.
Would it be like Real Genius, where you built a little roller coaster down to your lair?
Yeah, I'd be
in the
full on
basement that
Laszlo from Real Genius.
Yeah.
Filling out
Laszlo.
Frito-Lay sweepstakes cards with a computer.
Oh my God.
Except, yeah.
My dream
Ugh.
to have a roller coaster to get to where you live. Kids, you youngins out there who listen, we're fortunate to have a broadly aged audience, I would say. If you haven't seen Real Genius, it's a very good 1980s movie. I'm sure parts of it do not hold up at all, but some parts of it hold up very much, including a young Val Kilmer giving a very good comedic performance. I think that was his maybe second or third movie.
It was a good script.
Wait. R.I.P., right?
Yeah, R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
R.I.P. That's right.
Oh. I've been forgetting who's alive these days.
You-
And I've been asking that question a lot. Be like, are they still with us? And it makes me feel like a really old person.
Who was the last person you did that with outside of Val Kilmer?
We were just talking about this. Oh my God, hold on.
Not a good sign.
Well, it was so hard because a lot of those celebrities died in, was it 2016, 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like a big, and then so sometimes like if you think of an older celebrity, like they probably died in 2016. Like they all did.
Yeah.
No. I forgot that Bob Saget died.
Yeah. Oh, that was really tough. That was like 2021. That was a really tough one.
Yeah, I forgot. That was
Freak accident too.
Yeah. What happened?
Ugh. He fell, I think, and hit his head.
Oh. Was he swinging on the towel rack?
Yes, he was trying to swing on the tower.
Even after his mom was like, don't do that.
He said, don't do it. And then Philadelphia's own Bob Saget.
Call back.
Listen to your
Sadly.
mom, guys. Listen to him.
He seemed to really be enjoying his life too. Like really like settled in, married, becoming a TikTok star, like showing people who weren't familiar with his incredibly filthy stand-up. Like, this is who Bob Saget is. This is Danny Tanner.
Yeah, I remember finding that out because it was like there was for most of my childhood, he was Danny Tanner and he was great on the show and he was funny and he was very clean. And then I think there must have been some sort of contractual thing with syndication because like eventually he was able to go out and work again and not have to censor anything.
No, filthy. His version of the Aristocrats is the filthiest one in that documentary, which is saying something.
Back to the episode. So yeah, we got a community calendar, which is always great to see. We have a big news. Big Rico's case goes through and finally Wheat and Wheat byproducts back in action, which is good. Really good for us.
To the Supreme Court. And they were like, what the... And I wish that our Supreme Court was like this one, because they were like, what the hell? This doesn't make any sense.
But oh no, we didn't get so lucky.
No, I think our Supreme Court got switched. Ruben stuttered.
Ruben Stutter's still alive.
Wait, Ruben Stutter's
still alive? Yeah. And he lost a bunch of weight. He's still
alive.
I think he Manjaro'd or something. And he's man, his voice. Whew. And everything had the Alabama area code on it because that's where he's from. Him and Clay Aiken, the unlikely duo that we needed.
Yeah.
Did he win?
Top two.
Did Ruben win?
Studdard did, yeah.
Yes.
Ruben stuttered won. Clay Aiken did not win.
I think it's because we call my dog Ruben.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
Is he also a very good singer? Is that why?
She's all right.
She's okay, yeah.
She's all right.
She doesn't dress like Ruben. He would come out with the towel. He had like a whole... Man, he just looked like he was like hanging out at like a family gathering. And they're like, Ruben, sing for us. And then he'd get up. Man, can he sing?
American Idol, still in the air, yes or no?
Yes. It came back. It went away and came back on, I think it's on ABC now.
I was like, I knew they stopped it, and then they came back.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only one I care about is Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, she's thriving.
The best.
The first and the
She
only.
also Manjaro'd, and she's thriving.
And Jennifer
She
Hudson.
looks great. Oh, yeah, Jennifer Hudson is great.
finished
but
fifth.
she didn't win.
No, she finished 5th.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? You know?
That's unbelievable. The roadways are littered with people who did not. I don't think Daughtry won. Oh no, maybe he did. Maybe he did win his Maybe Chris Daughtry did win his season.
Justin Guadagnino.
Guarini. Justin Guarini from Doylestown, PA.
From Justin to Kelly.
Oh, wow.
I got invited to a weird, like, steaks and cigars dinner that somebody I knew who was like a corporate bigwig was in. Like, where
you have to eat a cigar?
You eat a cigar and then you smoke a steak. No, it's like, we all meet at a real nice steakhouse. It's a bunch of movers and shakers. I got invited. I just came and showed at the end of it. Justin Guarini was there. And I was like,
you're like,
what?
How'd you get him?
Justin Guarini. And then I got his email address off of because somebody didn't BCC in the larger thing. And I was like, I got Justin Guarini's email address. Did I ever use it? Nope. What would I send him? I have nothing to say to him.
Let's send him something.
Just memes.
Good job in those 7-Up commercials. What do I say?
Just memes. Send him old pictures of himself. I'm sure he'll love it.
Sideshow Bob.
You could sign him up for something. Hey, sign him up for the Welcome to Night Vale mailing list.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's not already on it.
Yeah, right. Like everyone who's listened to the show's on it. I know you are.
Yeah. But is he a patron yet of our show? Maybe I'll get him to sign up.
Every other corner of the internet has collapsed as a way for artists to communicate with their fans. So you got to get on the mailing list.
From Justin to Kelly to our Patreon. You can support us.
To our Patreon.
The community calendar. Let's talk about that. Because a number of things happened during that. A talent show at Dark Owl Records with Michelle basically threatening people as usual.
Good talents only.
And then it's announced that Michelle and Maureen co-own this record store.
I know.
And it's not intern Maureen. It's just straight up Maureen Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which?
She was previously always referred to as intern Maureen. And then that that no longer holds that position is going by
went out the window.
First and last, Maureen Johnson.
Government name.
Named after the person who originated the role. Who's of course named Maureen Johnson.
Maureen Johnson.
Very talented writer.
Very funny.
The best.
And all around internet person.
Yeah. And native Philadelphian, proud Philadelphian.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Cool.
Yeah.
Infiltrating.
New Superman, Philadelphian.
She was in our town hall show. We did the town hall show. We had a rehearsal at my house. And I remember she said she liked my desk chair.
Oh.
Yeah. That made me feel nice.
That was where I met her. Was the town hall. Probably the rehearsal originally.
Yeah.
And then the town hall shows.
Yeah.
Same. And then we hung out on many backstages at cons and stuff. It's been fun.
Heck yeah.
Less fun getting a haircut at Telly's.
Well, not a bad deal though.
He does still hold a grudge. That I kind of feel bad for Telly because it's like he gives a guy a bad haircut like one time.
It's Carlos.
And he's like slandered. It'll grow back.
But the scarring memory, will remain.
Yeah. Do you think it's just Cecil didn't like it? Or was it really that bad?
My headcanon is that it wasn't really that bad. I think Cecil really liked how Carlos's hair was and then was just not okay with the change. I think Cecil is not really great with change.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which is why he's like still a radio host and maybe 1,000 years old. So,
not a day over 1,200.
No, clearly not.
And then Kareem maps. Great. And then a cake sale. So go buy some cakes.
Yeah, the normal thing.
What's your favorite kind of cake? What kind of cake would you buy?
This is breaking because we just had Iris's birthday, so we got her birthday cake. We went to the local bakery, ordered a half sheet cake. We had like 100 people here for her party, like literally 100 people, and
a lot of people.
Yeah, it was like a half sheet should do it. They're kids. We went through half of the half sheet. It was so much cake. And so I was just left with a fork and the job to do. And this cake is so good. The cake part is so light. The frosting is like so light. It's like whipped cream. There were strawberries in the middle and the strawberries were dope. They were like full on delicious strawberries. It was like a strawberries and cream with vanilla, really light cake, really light frosting, like just absolutely just delightful.
Where'd you get it
We
from?
got it from the local neighborhood bakery. It's called Ruby Bakery. Shout out to Ruby Bakery on Eagle Rock Boulevard.
Nice.
And they did a beautiful job. And it's my new favorite cake. That's all.
That sounds delicious.
And there's still some in my fridge. And there's still some in my freezer. And there's some in my trash can. And then my neighbor texted me last night being like, hey, got any more cake? And I was like, yeah, I'll walk over some. So
What a neighbor.
it was just so much cake.
That's pretty good.
I guess you don't realize how big a sheet cake is. Or you think that more people, you're like, oh, well, if everybody gets a piece of cake,
Right.
that'll go through it. Did you know that you were going to have leftover cake?
No, I thought I would hope, you always want to make sure you have enough food. You don't want to have, I thought that it would satisfy it and there would be a little left over, but there was like almost more than half left over.
Whoa.
And it was so many people. Like,
Do you think people were doing small slices?
I sliced it.
Or just like...
I sliced it. So the slices were small because they were for children, for 4-year-olds and 3-year-olds. So they were small. But they're also like the adults. I guess I also made really nice cookies that the adults ate. So,
Okay.
But it's also LA. No one eats here except for me.
And me.
And my neighbor who's texting me for cake.
When I come there, I be eating...
Remember I brought you an apple cake to Shabbat dinner once, and then I resented that I had to leave it, so I went and made another one at home. Like, I was happy to leave it because I knew everybody loved it.
I tried to send you home with it, and you're like, oh, no, you keep it.
No, because that's not, you don't take it, you don't bring a dessert and then not leave it for then you get to enjoy more of it later. But I was like, oh, that was really good. I'm going to make another one. And so I made another one. It's not that long. It takes like 45 minutes, nothing.
It was a really good cake. It had like a really like nice like caramely thing that happened in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It ages well. That cake ages beautifully.
We ate all of it.
Really well.
That sounds
So
good.
Yeah.
it did not. We did not go wasted in our home.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a Portillo's chocolate cake?
Yes.
I've not had it.
I love Portillo's.
That's your favorite.
Okay. It's if I'm going to get a cake from somewhere that's not like a bakery, yeah, that's where I'm going to get it from. There's a couple of other things. I love what you just said about the strawberry in the center and like really light sponge and light icing. I don't like it when it's too heavy. Like if the buttercream is too thick or like it's too much on my tongue, I can't do it. Or I scrape off half the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I like a little chantilly cake. But a nice, like a really good, any cake has to be moist yet light.
Mm-hmm.
And the icing can't be too thick and it can't be too heavy. It needs to make me feel like I'm being a little bad, but not too bad. I don't want to feel bad about it or be like, oh, geez,
Hal, is the apple cake your ideal? What's your ideal cake situation?
That's my favorite to make, but I think if I were buying a cake, German chocolate. I love German chocolate cake. Very divisive because I guess coconut is a thing that some people absolutely despise, but
coconut,
man, just like do a whole lot of that icing. You got to have a lot of it on there, but it's so good. I love it so much. It's very tasty to me.
That was my mom's favorite cake.
Yeah. Well, excellent taste.
Yeah.
I love them all, and they love me.
I love a cake. Yeah. I also love a small cake, like a tiny, like really fancy looking cake. I love a taster.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I think the Venetian cookies that I made are like little cakes. Ooh. They're like the tricolores. They're the ones that look like the little rainbow chocolate covered rainbow cookies.
Yeah.
Lemony cake.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. I made those for Iris' party too.
That sounds good.
I love a carrot cake.
Yeah.
I also like
pecans in there or walnuts, whatever.
I go crazy with nuts in it. I'll like put pistachios in it.
Wow.
I like to do a couple pecans, pistachios at the same time.
Get you.
Go nuts.
Literally.
And for me, the cream cheese icing, the cream cheese like frosting or whatever, it just like sets it off because then it like, I don't know. Some people will be like, no, it's too like healthy or whatever because it's got like, I'm like,
listen, it
really,
ain't healthy.
It's sugar. It's got a lot of sugar and butter in it. And it's delicious. And sometimes a more natural flavor is where it's at for me.
I like the texture of the carrot cake. It's the super smooth, tangy frosting with like a sort of like craggy, carroty, like crumbly, muffiny cake. Yeah, I like those two things together. But healthy, yeah, and that is good for my health and my mental health.
Yeah.
And that it makes me mentally feel good. And to share a cake with people, to celebrate
your heart health
with people over a cake is very, very good, very healthy for socialization and for emotions. So yes, all cake is healthy cake in the right context.
Cake is healthy. Very, yes.
Yeah.
I was just saying because carrots are good for your eyeballs.
Yeah, carrots are because they got that vitamin A and they're got the good fiber.
And nuts have great fiber and it's got nutrients.
It's got omega-3 fatty acids.
Trisha, sometimes there are raisins in there.
Thank you.
Also good
building blocks of cells. The building blocks of cells.
Mitochondria.
The powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
Anywho.
The endoplasmic reticulum.
You know what?
Okay.
Ooh, she's a scientist.
She took AP Bio freshman year.
Hello.
What? Smarty pants.
You know what's not food?
What?
Soil. Soil.
Depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
According to this report, soil, not food. You would think that it would be because of all the stuff that's in it, like bones and fucking crust of like trees and stuff. By that, I mean bark and wood and stuff. Tree crust.
Crust.
Not consumable.
All right. Well,
according to the medical board.
Anyway, we'll see what happens next with Frank Chen. See how what the sheriff's up to next. Now that the Supreme Court has ruled that the cloning of the Frank Chen does not satisfy.
Fingers crossed. You know, fingers crossed they figure it out, or the Night Vale will be owned by the Chens. So,
up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was Movie Night by Jonah Myers.
Delightful.
Sweet little soft piano. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Thought it was, I enjoyed it. Like thought the production was really good. I found it to be an enjoyable song. I could not find much evidence of Jonah Myers on the internet. It appears to be that their music has been scrubbed from the internet. So this is only one of the places that you can find music by Jonah Myers is in this podcast.
Wow.
Well,
all I wrote in it was snaps, because lots of snaps. The song kind of lures you in. You're like, okay, great. And then I wrote British ?
Alive? Also ?
Alive ? And then I wrote sounds tumbly.
Oh, I believe Jonah Myers is Australian, so that's maybe where you're getting British.
Okay. Well, because sometimes when they're singing certain words, I was like, that's not the way an American would say that. So, great, thank you. And then I wrote, okay, saxophone. So, because you don't hear saxophone solos too often these days.
And that's a travesty.
Yeah, I think so. It makes me sad. But the song makes me happy. So, good job, Weather.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50 and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and one free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
What's up?
Well, I think it's time for us to dig into the FanZone Calzone, and I get the first bite.
Pew.
Cam writes in an email titled, Hal, I work at Arden. Good morning, Tri-hosts. This email is not about an episode of Night Vale, but it is about a psychological experiment that I believe Hal is playing on me specifically. I work at the Arden Theater in Philadelphia, and the 2 times Hal has referenced being a professional apprentice at the Arden, I have been literally sitting at my desk on my lunch break, and my eyes have gone wide. Where the experiment comes in is I have combed old playbills and parts of the website, and I can't find Hal's name. Erasure. Hal, I'm begging you, put me out of my misery and tell me this. When were you here? Because I believe the cross-section of people who listen to Good Morning Night Vale and people who work at the Arden is actually just me, and people I work with are starting to think I'm hallucinating. Hallucinating, more like.
Oh.
Thank you for your time and this podcast and all that you do to keep the world funky and weird. Cam, they then. Cam?
Heyo.
Thank you for writing in. Thank you for working at the Arden, I guess. I was there. I was part of the 1999 to 2000 class. I think there were 9 of us, 7 to 9 of us. Say there were 7 of us. 4 of us quit by the middle of the year. I quit after January. And when I went in to speak to Amy, I assume that Amy and her husband still run the theater. Could be wrong. But when I went in to tell Amy, she said, oh, that's fine. We were going to fire you anyway, based on a false report that I was shirking my duties during our all-day tech rehearsal for the Snow Queen. Not true. I did a very good job there. I left that program because I knew what I wanted to do was acting. And I think that apprentice program, which is a fine program, works you like a dog, but you learn everything about what it takes to run a theater at the regional level. And it's great for people who have an idea of what they do, what they want to do, but aren't quite sure or want to make contacts. And it was ultimately not for me. So that is when I was there. If you look up the co-production of The Snow Queen with the Pig Iron Theater, I was the assistant stage manager for that. And one time had to sneak on stage to help an actor who had cut their thumb. But I don't know how many, if any of the people who were there when I was there outside of, is it Tom and Amy? Is that her husband's name? I remember her because she said that to me. I remember her name specifically, but I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody's still there. That's why I don't even know. There was a website in 1999, 2000. It was a very, very early website, but I was there for the season that started with Cat on a Hot Tin Roof in the Round, starring Grace Gonagluski and Greg. I can't remember his name, but he was in The Sixth Sense as the guy whose kid got Munchausen by proxy by his wife. Greg Wood, remembered. Haha, still alive? Symphony?
Question mark.
Okay. Thank you, Cam. So there you go. That's when I was there.
Hallucinating no more. All right. Carla writes, good morning, Meg. Also Symphony and Hal. I love you both. This is mostly directed at Meg because dog. Today is Thursday, June 11th, and I'm writing this in the middle of listening to Good Morning, the Nephilim, immediately after finishing Good Morning, It Sticks With You. The world is on fire, shit is terrible, but it brings me slight quivers of joy when I'm able to share in similar life moments with some of my favorite podcasters. I was agreeing wholeheartedly as you talked about the wildness that was having a child during the pandemic in the last episode, and then you dropped that you got a dog, and I lost my shit. I adopted my sweet departed Nellie when I found out I was pregnant with my child in 2020 because I wanted to make sure my kid had a dog and that I didn't have to clean up as many food messes. Floor divorce, anyone? We lost Nellie last August. She was the sweetest old grandma cosplaying as a slightly geriatric staffy. A few weeks ago on Mother's Day, I got my new baby. Her name is Amora. She is about 3.5, so nearly at age with my child, who turned 4 in April. She is a dog, not cosplaying old lady, but does actual dog things, like chewing things she shouldn't, jumping and barking. These are all perfectly reasonable things for a dog to do, and I always have to remind myself that Nellie was not a typical dog. She is also the absolute perfect companion to my sweet, stubborn, infuriating, wonderful 4-year-old. They typically play so nicely, supervised of course, and I'm looking forward to seeing their relationship continue to grow. Ruby sounds absolutely delightful, and I would love to shapeshift into a dog to play bitey face with her. I'm sorry to hear about her fridge magnet-induced tummy troubles, and I hope there are no more issues in the foreseeable future. Attaching a picture of Amora for the dog tax. Her favorite thing to do is ask for pets by rolling into a sort of somersault directly at your feet, making her best attempt to crawl into your skin. It's absolutely endearing, and I love her. Yours in dog living solidarity, Carla. Carla, you're my parasocial friend because we have kids the same age. And now we have dogs that are, we're experiencing dogs and kids at the same time. And it's great and lovely. And Amora is so cute. I love Amora's little collar, her little face. She's very cute.
Soulful eyes.
Yeah, Ruby also does a similar rolling for pets. She also very much is like, this is my belly. I need my belly petted. Yeah. She does a lot of that. But yeah, dogs, kids. Like dogs and kids. Like when I had to put Ruby in her crate in my closet and give her a tramadol so that I could have Iris's birthday party. And then I let her... And then I let her out of the crate after 2 hours because I couldn't take it anymore. And she was very stoned. Oh. Anyway.
I love it. Yeah, the dog is really cute.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Renee. Renee writes, "Hey, tri-hosts. It's me again, and I'm still trying to get caught up on Welcome to Night Vale and Good Morning Night Vale. I just listened to the recap of episode 104 about old woman Josie's funeral. I couldn't stop laughing at taint jerky that I had to write in. I wanted to let you know that I've received my box and my compensation for it and give you my honest review of it. Like Hal said, it's not sweet and it's not sour. Definitely somewhere between. However, it's very tough and has a weird aftertaste. Anyway, I also wanted to let you know that I got my tickets for the Dallas show in October. Yay! Looking forward to seeing you there, your loyal and rabid listener, Renee." Renee, thank you so much for writing in. Wait, what was the taint jerky?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
You know what's fun is that we made a joke about taint jerky 82 episodes ago. And I think that's funny.
What is Renee referring to an actual thing that we called taint jerky?
Yeah, probably.
And who came up with taint jerky?
We had a whole bit.
That feels like a symphony.
Apparently we had a whole bit about taint jerky.
Could be either of you. Who came up with that?
It's obviously Hal.
It's you.
Is it me?
There's no way it's not you.
Am I the drama? Yes, Hal.
It could be either of you. By the way, the sun has been setting the whole time we're recording, and now I'm slowly receding into the darkness.
You look like you're on chat roulette.
You know, Hal, the light won't make a noise for your microphone, just so you know.
Have you seen the dirty Kermit who goes on Omegle?
No.
Oh, it's very disturbing. Because he goes out, he's like, hey, how you doing? And he goes, look at this. And then a cucumber appears on screen. Like he's showing his wiener. He's like, wait, look at that. It's very...
That's very funny.
It's not okay, but very funny.
God.
It's not okay. I'm not endorsing it. Much like taint jerky, I will not fully endorse it.
Now that you all know about the dirty Kermit on Omegle, we're going to let you go so you can go look that up. Thank you all so very much for listening to our show. The next episode we're going to be talking about, that we're going to be recording right after this one, so we'll be in the same mood, is Citizen Spotlight, The Spire. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwinner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cascione. It is produced by Meg Bashwinner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us what your clones went on to do with their lives. This show is powered by our patrons like Arlene Bobka, Ashley Stern, Avery Lewis, Belinda Matthews, and Bree Palmer. If you're interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper-cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. Calzone ingredient of the week is wheat and wheat byproducts.
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop!
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays. And just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes. They put you on hold. Your doctor doesn't take your plan. Game over. We see you. So we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc. Search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly. No cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.